is up, guys? Steven Wommack with another Instagram tutorial. I read all of your comments, as you know, and I read Cameron Field a lot now. You guys want to see how Cameron Field edits his pictures, so I checked him out on Instagram. Apparently he's a singer, I think, from Australia, and well, I checked out his YouTube and I saw cover videos of him singing, so I guess he's a singer. However, today we want to look at his pictures. He does a really low contrast, brown, bright edit. Of course, once again, I will show you exactly how I think he does it by using only the free Lightroom app and your smartphone. So before we dive right in, here's my Instagram handle. Connect with me on Instagram. I'm always up for conversation, guys, and I really want to see what you guys do with my tutorials. Tag me in the posts at Steven Wommack, or use the hashtag Steven Wommack, and I'll take a look at what you guys come up with. I'm always super excited, so I'd be happy to connect with you on Instagram. Also, request the next filter that I should do in the comments. Subscribe and hit the notifications button, of course, so you don't miss out on the tutorials that I do about your favorite Instagrammer. At the end of this tutorial, I also have a free preset for you guys on my website. The link is under this video. Check it out if you want the free preset. If not, let's jump right in. This is the Cameron Field Steven Wommack Instagram interpretation. So what we're gonna do is open up the Lightroom app, of course, and choose our picture. I chose this picture of me in New York. We're gonna hit the lights, and then we're gonna hit the curve. And what I want you to do is just pull up the lower spot a little bit, and that's it. So we're gonna have one straight line with the lower spot pulled up a little bit. So that's gonna be really easy. Once you copy this exactly as it is, we're done for the curve, and we wanna take a look at the other lighting settings. So the exposure, in this case, we're gonna leave at 0. The contrast, I want you to pull all the way down to -100, since it's a really low contrast picture. The highlights, we wanna boost them up a little bit to about +36 is good. And the shadows, we're gonna leave at 0. The whites, we want to pull them down to about my battery's almost done. The whites, want to pull them down to about -17 is good. And for the blacks, also you want to pull them down to about -12 in this case. I'm reading this off my computer, just not to get you confused. I already did this preset, and I'm now doing it for you, reading it from my computer, so don't worry if I'm looking to the side. So that's it for the lights. We're going to the color, and this is where we're gonna boost the temperature a little bit to about +16, since he always does really warm edits. The vibrance, we're gonna boost as well to about +20, +21. And the saturation, now we're gonna pull it down all the way to -46 is good. And we're going up to the color mix on the upper right. The red tones, we're gonna boost the hue to about all the way to +66 in this case, and to the orange area. The saturation, we're gonna leave it at 0, and the luminance, we're gonna pull it down to about -51. Now for the orange tones, what we want to do is leave the hue at 0, and the saturation, we want to pump that up to about +31 is good. And the luminance, we want to pull that down to about -65. Now the yellow tones, we're going to leave them as they are. The green tones, what we're going to do is pull down the saturation all the way to -100. The aqua tones, same thing, saturation down all the way to -100. For the blue tones, we want to pull the saturation down to -75 is good. And the luminance, we want to pull that down as well to about -65 is good. Now the purple and the pink tones, we're going to leave at 0. So we're done with the color, and we jump over to the effects panel. Now in this case, we want to boost the clarity a little bit to about 29, 30, and leave the rest as it is. Now for the split tone, we're only gonna do something to the highlights and shadows, not the balance. So for the highlights, we want to go warm to about 30, to a hue of 33, and then we want to go down to a saturation of, say, somewhere 7, 33, 7, 31, 7 works good too. And for the shadows, we want the hue to be also in the orange area at about 37, and the saturation at about 12. So 35, 12. Now as we said, we're going to leave the balance as it is, and we're done with the split tones here. And now all we want to do is jump over to the detail section, and we want to sharpen a little bit to about 25 is good. And then we want to noise reduct at about 17 and color noise reduct around 18. Wait till it's rendering right here, and that's it. And here's a little before and after, just to see what changed, and I think we're coming really close here. This is it, guys, the Cameron Field look. I think we've come really close to his pictures. I hope you like it. We're only using the smartphone and the free Lightroom app, so I guess this is as good as it gets. I really like it. It's something different to the usual filters that I do because it's a low contrast and really bright picture. I really like it though, as I said, and I want to see what you guys come up with. So once again, connect with me on Instagram, tag me in your posts, and I will definitely check you out. I'm always happy to see what you guys do. If this was helpful, leave a like, comment below for the next video, and of course subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on my next videos. See you around. Peace.